Gyeongsangbuk-do province is where the 새마을 movement first began 45 years ago.
새마을운동 실천운동이요 또 동시에 그 의식을 생각을 바꾸는 정신운동이기도 합니다. 그런데 이러한 운동이 세계화로 나가려면 유엔하고 협력을 거쳐야 됩니다. 결국은 세계 가난의 종말, 빈곤을 해결하는 데 유엔의 목표이기도 하고 또 저희들 새마을운동을 세계화를 통해서 봉사의 그런 전선을 구축해서 대한민국과 함께 번영할 수 있는 그런 길을 함께 찾고자 했습니다.
The 새마을 movement project began in 2005 in Asia. It is now being operated in 27 villages in 9 countries as far as Africa. In a partnership with the UN beginning in 2009, Korean-style millennium villages were constructed in 4 villages in Tanzania and Uganda. This was the first cooperative project between the United Nations and a local government of Korea.
또 우모를 파고 부엌을 개량하고 축산을 또 닭과 돼지를 먹인다니 먹이기도 하고 또 야학을 공부도 가르치고 뭐 이렇게 마을 공동체가 서서히 이제 바뀌기 시작한 겁니다. 함께 살아가야 되겠다는 진정한 봉사의 운동의 정신과 실적을 이해하게 되는 겁니다.
Korea's role as a partner of the UN has an even brighter future ahead, thanks to the active participation of its youths. Lee Juri and Chung Hae-yoon are Korean youths deeply interested in the UN's efforts for world peace. They participated in the Youth Volunteer Team, created jointly by the UNV and the Korean Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
The country that I was deployed is Democratic Republic of Congo, so-called DRC. So it's one of the poorest countries in the world. In Congo, DRC has been suffering from a lot of conflicts and war, and especially sexual violence has been used as weapons of war. So there are a lot of cases of sexual violence. So our project was to reduce the prevalence of sexual violence in eastern part of Congo.
They were able to witness firsthand the important role that the UN plays in regions where poverty and conflict create human suffering.
Like in 50, 60 years ago, that probably people from other countries who are not even Korean would come and work. It's very touching, and I was very proud to be part of that people. So it was a very rewarding experience.
They saw traces of Korea's past at the fields where they volunteered.
When I first visited Timor, I thought, ooh, how can a country be like this in 2014? But then as I think about it, I thought maybe Korea was like the similar or the same.
Their dream is to work for world peace as members of the UN by drawing from the experience of Korean development.
I can see that I'm happy with what I did and what I'm going to do. So I see it as a very valuable thing. It's priceless.
The hopes and aspirations of Korean youths are creating a bright future for the UN and the international community.
And I am sure that the number of those youngsters who want to join the United Nations will increase in due course. And more young generations of Korea are interested in the works of the United Nations, which I'm glad to say.
외국에 지금 나가서 우리 국군들이 자유민주주의 나라를 형성하는 데 좀 도움도 주고 있고 참으로 감격에 무량합니다.
우리가 받았던 것만큼 내놔야 되는 거죠, 국제적으로. 그래서 나라의 격토를 함께 사는 세계 평화의 인류 공양에 이바지할 수 있는 길이 아닌가.
Security-wise, unfortunately, there's an unfinished business. The war has not ended. Okay, we're still divided. And I hope that the United Nations continues to play a key role in helping the reunification of Korea so that not just southern half, but the entire Korean peninsula will be able to enjoy liberal democracy, freedom, and the universal values such as human rights.
conflicts continue to ravage communities across the world. There are people who suffer for lack of a meal and a glass of clean water. It will continue working for the peace and prosperity of mankind, as it has been for the past 7 decades.